Representative Dean?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, very well. Representative Miller?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Chair Mariani, you sort of answered my direct question with what I was going to ask with Representative Dean, but that kind of opened up probably more of a recommendation from me. I'm in my private side. I've done many different task forces. Oh, it's getting late tonight. Primarily with nonprofits, and they're a great tool. So I think this is a really good thing, and I think you're forming this. But I guess my encouragement would be is as this move forward, my one recommendation is task forces do need some sort of boundaries and some rules of what they're doing. Otherwise, the first several meetings discuss what should we do and what should our boundaries be. And so just some of the recommendations is I would either define or set up a mechanism so they can quickly define, things like something like a quorum or how the leadership structure of this task force is, like who's going to chair it and stuff like that. Just some of the different things. Because what happens is I think it's great that you are trying to say basically return to us with a report, but that's a pretty tough task, especially with this diverse group and a rather large group for task force. There's just going to be some confusion, and I know you don't intend to do that. That would just be a recommendation to give it some form and some direction. I appreciate the fact that this is not going to determine whether we should or whether we shouldn't, or that it's in anticipation of or anything like that. But I can just tell you from experience that those will be a lot of the discussions in the first several meetings, and it would be awful to spend 6 months not really getting down the road on this.
Chair Mariani.
Chair, Representative, I too have served on task forces, including ones that we have set up, and you speak wisdom. Often it really is those first several meetings, and if we're not as strong about what our expectations are in terms of how you conduct your business, things can go south pretty quickly. I get that. And so I'd love to work with you in terms of, and others in terms of language that might tighten that up for us.
Representative Miller.
Madam Chair and Chair Mariani, you just anticipated my next statement is that I am offering that I would like to, so schedules get a little crazy, but we'll just work something on. I'd be happy to at least, whatever my opinion is worth, we'll add to it. I'd be happy to. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.